Hey everybody, Adam here, and we're going to talk about me catching one of my white whales for Warhammer Historicals. Hey everybody, so we are back again for another episode, or installment I should say, of my increasing obsession with Warhammer Historical. This time I was able to catch one of my white whales, which as you can see is the over-the-top supplement for the Great War. This is actually not so difficult to find nowadays. After I initially bought this, I have seen it come up a few times at varying prices. The last one I saw, well, let me go first into what I got it for it. So what ended up happening was Noble Knight Games used to have a copy, and they always sold it for $550, and I am not paying that right now anyway. And with my Facebook, I have the alert set up for Warhammer Historicals. So when anything comes up, I get an alert. I happen to get an alert for this particular and this particular book happened to pop up, and it was only $100. I checked it out and I looked at the pictures; they looked legit. So it wasn't someone trying to sell a more or less a shitty version that was all scraped up or torn or whatever. You can see the spine; it's not too bad. So that's really what I was worried about. I was worried whether it was going to be worn and torn, something like that. But as you can see, it's not. It's only $100. I did the buy it now, got it, and got it literally less than a week later. Afterwards, I saw it up for maybe, I think the cheapest I saw was maybe 125, and that was in pounds sterling, not in US dollars. So probably a little bit more. Recently, I saw it pop up again for $550. I don't know if that's Noble Knight Games. I don't bother looking anymore because now that I have it, I don't need to look for it. So one out of two of my white whales have been caught. The other one I'm missing is the Richthofen's Flying Circus, which was one of the last books printed up. So we'll have a look real quick at the inside. A nice trench system, a nice image using the models. Table of contents. The forward with the, I mean, one thing about Games Workshop books, if you've noticed, if you ever played any of the Games Workshop Day games, or just seen them in the shop, they've always high quality pictures, high quality artwork, with the cover art by the renowned Peter Dennis. So you know you're going to get a good value for your money. In this case, it's other rules for the edition, a little description of how it works, introduction to trench wars, trench warfare, fortifications. It really is a supplement with different battle scenarios and things like that. I just really wanted to complete the work. I've always had a fascination with World War One, even though most people think it's just static lines of trench warfare. There is a lot more to it, especially if you look at the other fronts other than the Western Front. More information about different battles, along with maps if you want to recreate the battles. Army list for late war, 1917, 1918, AF. As well as the British, including the Canadians, the French Army, later German Army, and then Army Intelligence, which is basically painting the models, how to make barbed wire, trench raids, how to play trench raids, the dirty tricks mechanic that they introduced, skills you can give them. Resources at the time, remember this is over 10 years ago now, the main rule book of the Great War, along as the other books that are out. and then a quick supplement in the back. Overall, it's a very informative book. I read lots of book on World War One just in passing, to be honest. But at the time when these were first printed, I actually had the Great War and could not find the Over the Top book because it was a limited print. And then the company kind of went, they closed shop shortly after. So they were difficult to find. And I don't think many copies, if any, made it over to the US at the time. But I'd have to talk with the authors and whoever worked at GW Historical at the time to see if that was true. But this is a very short video. It's just, like I said, just a quick update. Nothing to really, just to show that I finally got one. So one down, one to go. I am continuing with the other books. So I am with this now here, because this was kind of out of left field. I did not expect this to come up. So I wasn't planning to buy this. I do have another book that I just got that we will go over soon. So, like I said, I enjoy these type of books, especially from Games Workshop. I mean, other modern rule books do have contain a lot more information, and and depending on the manufacturer or the publisher, they get more specific as they go along. I mean, I don't play Battlefront, so I don't play their Great War game, and Battlefront tends to have a GW mindset in regards to putting out army books / codexes and then redoing them once a new edition hits. So, but they haven't done that with Great War because it's really more of a side gig for them as opposed to the main line as Battlefront and Team Yankee are, or Flames of War and Team Yankee, I should say. Sorry. So all the other supplements like Oil War, which is a supplement for Team Yankee, the Vietnam supplement, the Great War supplement for World War One. Those they just do one-offs. I don't think I've seen any supplements for any of the other books. But again, I was glad I got this one. I look for the other ones. I do have at least one more book. I am starting to get books for Warhammer Ancients, so I want to complete that collection before I move forward to, I think it's the Tales of the Legends of the Old West. There's a couple books I need from there, and then I think I'm almost done. I'll have to double check my list and check it twice this time of year. Again, sorry for the gap between videos. It has been a long time. It's been busy. This is not my main video channel. I do have a 40K channel that I pay more attention to, and I also do help with the Las Vegas Open if you're familiar with that. But with that said, thank you everybody for listening. I will have an update hopefully before the end of the year. And if you want to be up to date on it, so when I do put up a new video, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like this video. I'd appreciate it very much. I don't make any money off of this, so all this money is just spent on mine because I have a weird obsession with Warhammer Historical. But thank you again, and I'll talk to you guys later.